name is Steve Samuel from Design Visionaries, and today's post is about the chain belt function. It's a relation in the animation package. So I have here two pulleys. This is a small one. This is a large one. When I turn the large one, the small one will turn faster. It'll turn by the ratio of the inner diameter of this pulley and the inner diameter of that pulley. And in order to figure that out, what I did was I went to Analysis, Measure. I selected for faces, and I selected this face right here, and I found that there was a number, 5.6536. But what I did was let's see, where's my little, here it goes. Sorry, I gotta show you this thing. This was off screen. Here we go. This bit. What I did was take the, put the associativity switch on, and when you do that and you say okay, you get an expression. So I did that twice, even though that these are assembled components. As you can see, there's the large pulley and the small pulley, and there's the whole plate of the thing. But in this assembly, I did the analysis on faces, and I made them associative. So when I go to the expressions editor, as you can see, I have a measurement expression. I call it large D. See measurement, and that's 5.65 in diameter. And I've got small d here somewhere. There it is, small d, and that's 2.65. And what I've done is I've made a ratio between them. I call it the multiplier. That's large D over small d, and it turns out to be 2.1305. And that is the amount, that's the ratio of the diameters, which is the amount that I need to multiply the rotation of the small gear by the rotation of the large gear. So it's really nice that I can now go into these pulleys and I can make them smaller and larger, and the ratio of how they turn will be calculated. So now when I go into the animation package and I create a chain belt, I can figure out what that ratio is, and no matter what I do with the pulleys, it will update. Now, as you could imagine, in order to do the animation, first I had to make a rigid body out of the large pulley, a rigid body out of the small pulley, a rigid body out of the table. I put a fixed joint on the table. I put a revolution joint on the large pulley of the table, revolution, a small joint, a revolution from the small pulley to the table. So I've got two revs, and in order to do that, I go to joint and I go to revolute joint, and I select the first thing, then I select the second thing, then I select the vector and the point. So that's pretty well known. So now I need a chain belt relationship. So here it is, chain belt relationship. How do you do it? First you pick the small joint. Here we go. So here's small joint. Boink. Then you pick the large joint, like that. And then you put in the multiplier, which is an expression that I called multiplier. There you go. As you can see, I don't want to reverse direction. I think I want them in the same direction, and say okay. All right. So now that I've done that, all I've got to do is put a speed motor on the large pulley joint. So I'll select that. I'll select on speed motor. I'll give it a speed of 360 degrees per second, and say okay. Beautiful. And now I will play it, and that is working perfectly, isn't it? That's pretty cool. Let's see, maybe I should slow it down. a little bit. So let's go to that speed motor. Oh, we got to stop it first. Go to the speed motor, and let's make it 180. Half a turn per second. Say okay. Hit the play. There you go. So you can tell that it's working correctly. Now, where the rubber meets the road is if I change the diameter of the small pulley, will everything update the way it's supposed to? Okay, so let's do that. Let's go to the stop command and let's navigate to the small pulley, and let's get into the creation of it. I'll go to the part navigator, and I'll go double click on this extrusion, which will take me right to the sketch that I used to create it, which I will put in a new number like 6, and that'll make it quite large. So the small pulley is larger than the large pulley. Since I used the wave geometry linking and everything, everything updates. Uh-oh, it's not updating. Why is it not updating? Because when I opened up the assembly, I didn't open up the parts fully. So that's okay. I will just go to that belt, and I'll say, let's open it in a window. Come on, baby. Let's get you going. Why are you not updating is the question. Let's see. Oh, my links. Oh, everything's... Oh, that's weird. So there's a sketch that is not doing what it's supposed to. Okay, we'll fix this sketch. There we go. I fixed it. Finish. I should not have had to do that. So we'll look into that. Anyway, let's go back to the assembly. There we go. Let us hit the play button. And as you can see, everything is working the right way. Again, my name is Steve Samuel from Design Visionaries. I hope you enjoyed this little post. And also, if you want the parts and if you want me to send you this model and a little description of what I did, please just email me at steves@designviz.com. That's DESIGNVIZ.com. And I'll send you literally the model and a little description. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.